So Nebula are quickly becoming a household name for simple, zero-faff home cinema and gaming setups, and right now in this cozy time of year they've just launched their 2 new upgraded models that are the world's first portable projectors with built-in official Google TV and no-hassle fully integrated Netflix. Now I've reviewed quite a few Nebula products now, and the 2 things that have always struck me in the past are, number 1, they always seem to have a great range of products for a wide demographic of people, and number 2, they always seem to be fairly reasonably priced compared to the competition. And with the new Mars 3 Air at $599 and the new upgraded Capsule 3 at $499, I feel for what you get, the same can be said here. They're also always really well packaged, and the unboxing experience always feels really nice and premium. Inside you get the projectors, remote, chargers, and of course the boring but essential paperwork. And also, as Nebula are sponsoring this first look, they also sent me across this chill box, which contained this lovely scarf that will come in very handy in this freezing cold weather that we've got here in the UK at the moment. My view of Mr. Fox in the ice the other day behind my house. So who are these projectors for? Well, obviously the new Capsule 3 is for the ultra portability lovers. This thing is literally a cinema in your pocket. It's crazy small, and with a 53 watt 2.5 hour battery life, it's ideal for moving from living room to kitchen to bedroom and outside into your back garden, or taking it camping if that's your jam. At 200 ANSI lumens, there are definitely brighter projectors in terms of raw numbers, but it still does a decent job in a fair few environments, and if you were to use this in a brighter ambient light setting, I found the picture to appear at its best when making the screen size around 40-ish inches. The larger the screen goes, the dimmer it begins to appear. Of course, inside and especially in darker conditions, you can supersize to a whopping 120 inches at 1080p, up from the 720 on the Capsule 2. It really can be quite the visual experience. And the single 8-watt Dolby audio sound speaker is, again, not the most impressive I've heard, but very good for its size. You can plug the Capsule 3 into power via the Type-C port on the back, which sits next to the HDMI and aux ports, so you could theoretically connect this up to a console, for example, to play some games. Controlling the Capsule 3 is a doddle too, with either the remote or touch-sensitive buttons on the top, and you also have a power and Bluetooth pairing button on the back, because if you want to, you can actually pair this to your phone, for example, and not only navigate the Capsule 3 via the app, but you can also stream music out of it like a standard speaker. So a perfect little 2-in-1 if you were interested in getting both. But of course the main upgrade here with this brand new Capsule 3 is the full Google TV integration for all of your favourite apps and entertainment, and the fact that it is fully licensed by Netflix. This is a big deal for a lot of people. No need for workarounds. Google TV is still powered by the more traditional Android TV OS, however it now brings all of your content together on one screen with your recommendations visible, so you can find what you want to watch without actually really having to go into your apps first to search. You can place the Capsule 3 on a tripod if you require, but you don't have to, and by design you can place this on any flat surface, and it not only has 3-second autofocus but also a really clever technology called Keystone Correction, which basically adjusts the image if the original projection is slightly off angle. It straightens it up nice and level and just looks like a standard screen. Also added this time around is a feature called Screen Fit and Obstacle Avoidance, and these can be really handy if you are in a tight space with a lot of your home junk that could be possibly lying around getting in the way. Again, adding to this really cool adjustability, portability factor. Now moving on to the Mars 3 Air, this has many similar attributes to the Capsule 3. It's a Google TV projector with built-in Netflix, it's 1080p resolution, and has a 2.5 hour on battery. It has autofocus and correction, and has the same aux, HDMI and charging ports, and it can be controlled using the remote, projector itself and the smartphone app. So how is the Mars 3 Air any different? Well, one thing is, because it's larger, while still being absolutely portable of course, it is slightly less so. But because of its larger size, it does have some advantages too, like the fact that there's room to double the number of 8-watt speakers inside, and you also have a larger battery. But I know what you're thinking. You're saying, well, I thought you said it had the same 2.5 hour battery life as the Capsule 3. And while yes, that is true, the larger 64.8 watt hour battery also has to contend with the brightness, which is double at 400 ANSI lumens. So same battery, just a much brighter image. So if brightness is the most important thing for you, then for $100 extra, I definitely do recommend going with the Mars 3 Air. It seems a bit of a no-brainer, but of course if ultra portability, and for those who are just mainly looking to use this indoors or at least in fairly low outside ambient light, then the Capsule 3 might be the better option. Let me know in the comments which one you would go for, and all information and the links for these two products will be left in the video description below, so you can go and check if you're interested. If you did enjoy this video and found it helpful, a like would be much appreciated, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. My name's Adam, you've been the best as always, I love you and leave you, I'll see you in the next one. ASBYT, peace out.